What's good? Y'all know who it is. Y'all know what it is. It's your boy Matthew Shack, live here in Los Angeles, man. Here on a Monday. What's good? What's goody? Okay, welcome to Matthew Shack Unfiltered. Hope you guys are having a good day today, man. It's an extremely hot day out here in Los Angeles. First things first, salute to the Unfiltered Nation. Salute to the Unfiltered fam. Salute to the Mod Squad. Salute to them goons. All right, run them likes up for your boy. Keep the likes of 50% of the audience. Last but not least, tip the bartender. What's goody, man, on a Monday afternoon, man? We gonna get into some football real quick, man. Like I said, it's a beautiful day today, man. It is extremely hot. This is the weather that we have grown accustomed here in Los Angeles. And I'm looking at the pool. The pool is packed with shooby doobies. And you know, if you can't live the way I'm living, man, then you might need to take a vacation. Because every day for me is a vacation. But it isn't a vacation when it comes down to talking about what we need to talk to in regards to this team right here. Make sure you're picking up all the merch at MatthewShackUnfiltered.com. Make sure you guys get that brand new Raider Dad shirt that we put up for Father's Day, man. It's always applicable. And, you know, we got this one right here. So, MAXX CROSBY, man. MAXX CROSBY, I'm pretty sure you heard of him, dog. The Condor. He was on Johnny Manziel's podcast, man. And, you know, it's always good to hear from him because, you know when he says something, you're not going to hear a lot of people in the nation saying it's BS, man. You know, when everybody else talks, people get a little bit of a raised eyebrow. You know what I'm saying? Let's run these likes up. They get a raised eyebrow. They start saying, hey, man, this, that, and the third. But, you know, pretty much when MAXX CROSBY speaks, man, he's like E.F. Hutton. He talks, people listen, okay? So one of the main things that I was interested in on this podcast was the absolute total destruction of the relationship between the Raiders and Davante Adams, man. And I made it clear when it happened. When Derek Carr got benched in, 2022? 2022, the last two games of the season by Josh McDaniels, and everybody thought that was a good idea. I knew it wasn't a good idea because I knew that the only reason why Devonte Adams came to our team, and at the time that he came to our team, no matter how much you guys want to discredit this man, no matter how much you want to say that he quit on our team, no matter how much you want to say that he didn't want to be a Raider, what you can't say is that he wasn't the best wide receiver in football when he came. The Raiders and Josh McDaniels and Dave Ziegler absolutely fumbled the best wide receiver in the game. Now, that isn't the first time that we fumbled the best wide receiver in the game. That's the third time we fumbled the best wide receiver in the game, okay? You got to go all the way back to Randy Moss when he came to the Oakland Raiders, when he was the best wide receiver in the game, when he only got traded to us because he was a headache off the field, and what happened with transpired with that situation by having a quarterback in Kerry Collins who couldn't throw him the damn football, all right? Traded him away. He went over to the GOAT and broke records. And then the second time it happened is when Antonio Brown came over, CTE or not. He was the best wide receiver in football when he came, all right? That didn't work out. He didn't even take a snap in a regular season game for us, all right? Or a preseason game, all right? So it wasn't even like he was even here, all right? And then last but not least, Davante Adams, who out of all three of those guys, came over here and did the best job, came over here, had 14 touchdowns and like 1,200 yards receiving and all of that stuff, man, and made it a lot harder for people to do what they needed to do on our team, fumbled that. So MAXX CROSBY went in here and explained it. When it happened, I tried to tell you, man, it was just a matter of time because, you know, once he saw what happened with DC and you guys was on board with it, it wasn't going to be much time that he was going to stick around. So go ahead and read this, man. Davante Adams' experiment in Vegas didn't work out the way everyone thought it would, but at least the Raiders were able to flip that pick into Gino Smith. So at the end of the day, man, we got Gino Smith for that same pick. We traded him for a third. We wound up trading for Gino for a third. So as far as I'm concerned, man, we won that. We won that. All right? Because when Devonte left, Devonte wasn't the same Devonte. And second of all, Gino Smith at this juncture in his career and Devonte's juncture in his career, Gino Smith is better. So I would rather have Gino Smith than Davante Adams at this point. Because with Davante Adams, I had Gardner Minshew. With Davante Adams, I had Jarrett Stidham. Okay. Oh, excuse me, Jarrett Stidham. All right. No, I meant Stidham. Okay. That's who I had, bro. So I'd rather have Gino Smith than to have Davante Adams. All right. So with that being said, in October, it'll be a year that he was traded to the Jets. MAXX CROSBY talked last week, talking about when the things started to go off track. Okay, on the Glory Days podcast with Johnny Manziel. Okay, he said the turning point was even bigger with Derek Carr. The point of where it started going downhill, bro. Once you did DC the way it happened and the way it went down, that was it. Devonte was a ticking time bomb at that point, bro. He was not on board anymore. He was on the team. He was out there trying to do what he had to do, but he wasn't with us mentally. All right. So here's what MAXX CROSBY said. Quote, "It didn't turn out the way we expected." Okay, talking about Adams' time with the Raiders. You know what I mean? He comes in, Davante Adams. Josh McDaniels comes in to one of the best offensive minds in the league, Josh McDaniels. Him and Derek was together at Fresno. It seems like it was almost too good to be true, and then Derek's situation didn't work out. So basically what he's saying for all you people out there that swear on your life, Derek Carr and Davante Adams, they didn't need to be here and all of that. That's not what the best player on the Raiders said. The best player on the Raiders said that it was too good to be true, meaning that it was going so well. We made the playoffs. Rich Bisaccia had that team playing. It started with Mark Davis not giving Rich Bisaccia an opportunity to run it back after he saved John Gruden's season for him being fired. Rich Bisaccia came in, won the last 4 games, won that last game before it went to overtime against the Chargers, and we were able to make some shit happen, get into the playoffs, lost to the eventual team that went to the Super Bowl and lost to the Rams. We should have ran that shit back. But nope, Mark Davis liked shiny things, and he went for Josh McDaniels, and that was the beginning of the end. So even MAXX CROSBY said it was too good to be true. Then the Derek situation didn't work out. He gets benched at the end of the year. Told you that. He got benched. He didn't lose his job. DC never lost his job to nobody. He got benched. Okay? Didn't even finish the whole season with Devonte, and then he's out of here. That's what did it. So Crosby continues. It's like when it feels like when you started with Devontae's situation, it was like, okay, Derek's gone. Now, what the F is the plan? In other words, now what the F is going on? All right? You got rid of DC. What we going to do now? Because he's already stuck. He ain't going nowhere. All right? That's his guy. You know what I mean? So I feel like after that, it kind of got a little rocky, quote unquote. All right? So, you know, Davante Adams has been running around slandering the silver and black, just making it clear. Okay? He's talking about the Jets too, but not really. Okay? Because he wasn't really with the Jets long enough to have any feelings about the Jets. He got flim-flammed by his boy Aaron Rodgers. His boy put him in a car that had the GPS system by the police, and he got pulled over and got arrested too. That's just what happened. All right? So he's been talking crazy, comparing the culture to Los Angeles, him with the Rams, to what he's experienced in 3 seasons with the Raiders. Adams did not miss words. He said, everybody's in a good mood. This is Davante Adams with the Rams. It's not like a dark crowd over the building, a dark cloud. Okay? He told ESPN NFL Nation reporter Sarah Bishop, and I've experienced quite a few a bit over the last few years. So it's a glaring difference when you come into a business like a building like this. So all of a sudden, he walks into here in LA, he walks into the LA facility out in Woodland Hills, and this is the greatest thing ever, greatest thing since sliced bread. Nah, dog, you said the same thing when you came to us. All right. In December, while his situation was falling apart in New York, and Adams and Aaron Rodgers with the Jets, he compared playing with the Raiders like showing up to a gunfight with a knife. So he even tried to paint the picture that being with the Jets was better than being with the Raiders, when we all know that the Jets was an absolute shit show, and you had a Hall of Fame first ballot 3-time or 4-time league MVP at the quarterback position, and you didn't get duck. Okay, you got the same exact record with your homie than you did being with us, and we looked a lot better than the Jets. But like I said, man, can't make it up. All right. He said it's really frustrating, but was the right thing to do. It really was the right thing to do, dog. Is it the right thing to do to get out of a car that may not be all of that, a little rusted Pinto, and then get on and then start walking down the freeway instead because you don't want to be in there? Nah, dog, it wasn't better. You're just trying to cape. You're caping right now, man, and capping. Okay, his decision to leave the Raiders, that he's trying to justify it. He said it made sense. We all know it didn't. Nobody can look at this move and say it made more sense to me to sit in Vegas than I was in there. Yeah, it does, because Guess what? They got rid of you. We didn't want to get rid of you. You wanted to get rid of yourself. You were someplace where you were wanted. You went to the Jets, and they didn't want you. As soon as they got rid of Aaron Rodgers, your ass was expendable, okay? They didn't need you, bro. They only brought you in because they thought A-Rod was going to get something done. When he didn't get nothing done, you hitched your wagon to somebody who couldn't even take you to the next team he went to. He went to the Pittsburgh Steelers. You didn't go to the Pittsburgh Steelers, okay? You didn't go to where you needed to go following him. You're just following everybody around. At least this time you made your own decision. At least this time, going to the Rams, you don't got nobody to blame but yourself this time. You don't get to say, oh, I followed Derek you got drafted by the Packers. Now you don't, you came to the Raiders because you were following Derek. You went to the Jets because you were following A-Rod. Now you're over here in L.A. Whatever happens with your career is on you now. I'm glad it happened like that, okay? But I'm just making it clear. He said, talking about a gun, saying it was like going to having a knife in a gunfight. He says, you got a knife and everybody else got rifles, and everybody finds a rifle and then hands you a rifle. So then you start going to shoot the rifle and it jams up. Wait a minute, hold on. You're saying that you were with the Raiders, you had a knife, but when you went to the Jets, it was a rifle. No, it wasn't. Okay, I don't know where you're getting that shit from. You had a damn pellet gun is what happened when you went over there. All right. He says, oh, you should have kept the knife. You did the wrong thing by grabbing a rifle. It just didn't work out the way you intended to. Sometimes it happens. You got to live with that. Yeah, but when you're talking about this scenario and you pulled the gun out and the weapon didn't fire, you were better off with the knife because at least a knife is a weapon that works. You pulled a rifle on somebody in a jam. That means you got your ass got lit up. I mean, come on, man. Let's cut it out, bro. All right. So basically, what this situation boils down to is, man, the beginning of the end was messing around with Derek Carr, man. I always try to tell you guys, man, you guys don't have to like him, but what you better do is understand that some people have better connections than others. Some people are more connected to the creator than others. And like I said, when you're messing around with people like that, bro, bad things happen, man. It may not happen today, may not happen tomorrow, but guess what, man? You don't get to do all of that and nothing happened to you, bro. I knew it as soon as it happened. I told you that was a bad idea, bro. Look at where everything started going downhill. It all starts with 4. Once 4 got relegated to being mistreated the way he did, regardless, you could have just kept him for the season and ended. But that shit trying to humiliate him, embarrass him, try to make him look bad, all it did was create a serious cloud. I agree with him on the cloud shit that went over your team's head for over 2 years, bro. Damn near 3. And now we have another regime. Okay, this is our second regime since then, and our win-loss record is the same. 4-13. We were 4-13 last year. 4-13 the year before. Okay, didn't seem like we got any better. This time we're gonna see, man, no excuses. You got Ashton Genty. That's what you guys wanted. You guys got Brock Bowers. You guys got Gino Smith, who's a capable quarterback. Capable. I didn't say he was the best. I didn't say he was the greatest quarterback in the league. I said he was more than capable. Best quarterback you've had since 4 is him. You ain't had no quarterback since 4. 4 was the last quarterback you had. You had a bunch of backups, career backups who never did a damn thing anywhere else. Gardner Minshew was always a backup, bro. Always. He got some starting jobs because some people got hurt or some people played bad. Only the Raiders were dumb enough to pay that dude $12 million, let him start, let him stink up the joint, and then walk away with the other $6 million when he only played a 1 year. We're the dumb ones, okay? We're the ones that's the dummies, all right? So, with all of that being said, man, with all of that shit being said, dog, it all started when you played around with Derek Carr. That's what happened, bro. You shouldn't have been playing around with that man. You should have let that do what it is. Do what everybody else do. Draft a quarterback. Have we drafted a quarterback? We still have not drafted a quarterback, dog. Now, I'm not talking about late round, 6th, 7th. No. I'm not talking about Tommy Mellott. I'm not talking about Cam Miller when it's way, way too late. When you've put you went to the back gas pump and you put 75 cents on 5. Nah, you got some gas in the car, but you don't even have a gallon of gas. A gallon of gas is more than 75 cents. So no, we're not saying that you got some gas. You got enough gas to get your ass home. Maybe, if that. You're not getting back to work. You're going to go right back to that pump and hope you can make it. Okay? So that's what's going on with that whole situation, man. And I'm just waiting to see if Pete Carroll can get this shit shored up. We're going to see if the clouds lift. All right? But I'm just letting you know, I said this shit way back then, bro. You guys definitely left yourself open. You left the car doors unlocked. You left the house open. And then you came home and all your shit was stolen, bro. You only got yourself to blame for letting a patriot and his friend come in here and absolutely destroy your team only to let a Charger in and do it some more. You have been pushed back 5 years in development because you didn't do what you were supposed to do, which was keep a real Raider in charge by the name of Rich Bisaccia. Ever since you did him dirty, you got done dirty again. Every time you bring in somebody who ain't supposed to be here, they mess your shit up, dog. Got rid of Renfro. Had you guys convinced Renfro was washed up the year before, he had over 100 catches and over 1,100 yards. He was doing just fine until Josh McDaniels showed up. Derek Carr was doing just fine until Josh McDaniels showed up. Josh Jacobs was doing just fine until McDaniels showed up. Everybody else, bro, okay? Darren Waller, anybody else you could name. We were doing just fine, making playoffs, all right? That's what I had to say. I've been told you. I'm going to continue to tell you, man. Until the Raiders decide that we're not going to just bring in people just because, and we're going to bring in the right pedigree of people, we're going to be the same team that we are, and we're going to continue to not win a playoff game. We're going to continue to go into our mid-40s, not winning the Super Bowl, continue to go in our mid-20s, not winning a playoff game. That's how long it's been. There's actual people running around here who shouldn't be running around here without us winning a Super Bowl or a playoff game, dog. Let's just keep it a buck, all right? Everybody's grown when it comes to that. All right. So let me read you guys' questions, bro. But I definitely want to come in and make that shit extremely clear, dog. I'm out here in LA chilling. Okay. Very sunny, very beautiful out here, man. Like I said before, man, I'm just here so I don't get fined. I really don't care no more, bro. Like for me, we're just gonna come here and do whatever we want to do. We're gonna do the content we want to do. We're gonna talk about the subjects we want to talk about. If you're down, sub the channel. If you're a supporter, continue to support. If you're a patron and you patronize, we love you, dog. If you don't, we don't care, bro. It is what it is. All right. We're gonna turn the page on everything. All right. Let me read you guys' comments, man. Like I said, it's a beautiful day out here in La La, man, today, dog. Okay. I don't see no protesters nowhere around, man, but you never know. All right. Matthew Kano in the building. What's going on? Ruben Nava, what's happening, man? Salute to the Unfiltered Nation, Unfiltered fam. It is what it is. What's going on? All right. Blaze one for the nation. I'm going to do that later. It's a little too hot right now, dog. A little too hot, man. I would have been out here for about 2.5 hours, bro. I'm going to take my ass back in my air conditioning boat and chill. Wait till it gets a little cooler. Then I'm going to come back out here and definitely blaze one for the nation. Happy Father's Day to all y'all out there. Okay. All you fathers out there. And you father figures. We had a nice message for you guys yesterday, man. Make sure you go check that message out. All right, man, straight up. Carlos Sanchez, what's going on, Los? What's happening? Stay cool, bro. Yeah, man, it's nice and breezy out here, man. But, you know, it's always cool to keep the dope-ass Raider merch, man. Powered by Raider haters. This is how the average Raider hater looks, man. But after he messes with us, this is how he looks, too. Okay, we got that damn tape on his mouth, and you see his eyes have been dotted, and his T's have been crossed. Understand that? All right, man. Dr. Feelgood in the building. What's happening? Okay. You notice that I don't stream poolside by anymore. Oh man, I'll get to it, man. Pool's right there, dog. I mean, I do what I want to do. When I feel like going out there, I'll go out there. It's right there, dog. I mean, I just ain't felt like going out there right now. All right, straight up. Okay, love the shades. Yeah, man, shades is cool, but they're a little too dark, man. I can't read you guys' comments. All right, man. Big B in the building. Wayne, what's happening? Happy belated Father's Day. Yeah, man, I'll take it. Make sure you guys go to MatthewShackUnfiltered.com and look at the brand new Raider Dad shirt. That shirt right there, bro. You're a Raider and you a dad. It's for you, man. It ain't about Father's Day. Every day's Father's Day if you a father. Okay. So get that shirt, man. Shirt is nice, man. I already ordered mine. Mine's is on the way. Every time I make something, I order it. I don't get nothing for free, bro. I have to pay too. But Big Time Willie, how do you release the best quarterback wide receiver you want to play with? Hey, man, because you got somebody that's trying to make the team into what they want to make it into. That's just what it is, bro. When you're here to make things worse and not make things better, that's why things is messed up. It's like you got to understand, bro. You don't come over here and just flip the table. And that's what happened, okay? Josh McDaniels came over and flipped the table, bro, like he was Billy Badass, okay? Wound up being a big-ass buster, all right? That's why. Okay, straight up, Justice Saw, what's happening? What's going on, man? What's going on? Salute to the goons in the chat. All right, you already know. All right, yes, sir. I agree with the Condor. I mean, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you agree with the Condor? I said what the Condor said 2 years ago. I mean, shit, if you're agreeing with him, you're agreeing with me. The difference is that he talking about it now. You see how it took 2 years to talk about something that happened right now. You know what I'm saying? All right, that's what it is. Okay, let's keep it gangster. All right. Okay, straight up. All right, man. Yeah, man, it is what it is, man. I don't know what Mark Davis was doing, dog. Hopefully he stays out of the way, man. Let Pete and them do what they do, man. Like, if it don't work with Pete Carroll, then we got to start, doing an exorcism on our team, bro. If Pete Carroll can't get this shit right, then it's some cosmic shit at that point. All right, straight up. Okay, you can't make it up, and you won't make it up. Okay, Jason Marks, DA's one hit away from having Jimmy G throwing him in hospital balls. Like I said, bro, I mean, who brought him in? Who brought Jimmy Garoppolo in? I mean, I'd be mad too. All these Raider fans mad because Davante Adams is saying the truth. He gonna get me killed out there. He never said that shit about DC. He never said that shit about DC. He said that shit about a non-Raider. That's why. Like I said, man, you guys, you let a lot of y'all let y'all hate for Derek Carr make you into idiots. Made y'all into fools, bro. Okay, you channels too. All right. Look like Rodgers in the Jets said Devonte a dream too. Yeah, but that doesn't have nothing to do with us, dog. It's like what it is, man. It's like you only can want for your homie so much. If you tell your homie, hey man, that's not a good idea, man, don't raw dog that one, dog. Like I've been hearing, dog, that she got that. And I don't mean clapping. I mean she got the clap, clippy clap. Okay? She got the clammy clams, and then you get the bumpy bumps. Hey, man, hey, don't apologize. Don't come over here and start trying to woe is me. We told you it was a bad idea, man. Hey, man, as long as I go and it ain't burning when I'm going in the bathroom is all that matters at that point, man. You can't save everybody. That man followed his boy into the sewer, and he left him there. Okay? Said, DC still my quarterback to this day, man. DC is solid. Okay? Derek Carr was was absolutely train wreck. He was, bro. But you know what it is, man? We got to suffer for it. The thing that bothers me, man, is when I see Raider fans acting like they happy about it. But when you look at your win-loss record and you look at your hand, when you look at your hand, you don't have nothing on it. You don't have nothing on it, dog. Your daddy got something on his hands. Your uncle got something on his hands. Your grandfather has something on his hands. You don't have no hardware, no jewelry on your shit. You want people to relegate and wreck your shit. Me, man, I can look at my hand and know I got 3 rings. No matter what this team does, bro, I can tell myself and remind myself, hey, man, I won 3 Super Bowls, bro. Okay, my first 10 years as a fan of this team, I won those 3 out of 10, bro. I won 3 out of 10 in 10 years. Okay, and was in the hunt every year. Was never making the playoffs. Was never a goal. Winning a playoff game was never a goal. It was, are we winning the Super Bowl? Going to the AFC Championship game was never a goal. I lost 4 AFC Championship games to the Pittsburgh Steelers, who won 4 Super Bowls. So I was in damn near a game away from the Super Bowl 7 times. 7 in 10 years. Okay? So, hey, man, like I said before, man, all these guys running around here hoping and wishing bad on us, and I'm glad he gone. All you could do is look at yourself in the mirror and understand why they laughing at you at work. Okay? Anybody laugh at me, I just pull out my history and say, hey, man, yeah. Like, you ain't talking to me. You must be talking to them dudes over there. You ain't talking to Shaq. I'm an OG. Okay? Straight up. Josh McDaniels got rid of DC4. Yeah, he got rid of him, man. He did not lose his position. Derek Carr had never been benched and never has lost his job to a player ever in his life. He's only been benched and retired. That's it. You had to bench that man. You knew that quarterback, Jarrett Stidham, could not play him, but you had to bench him and get him out of the building to justify to everybody why he was going to play. Nah, man, that dude was trash. That dude was 0-2. He didn't even want to come back after that. He's like, I'd rather hold a clipboard than to come back over here and fool with y'all. All right, man. Gilbert, man, what's going on? People want to still put it on DC. Man, because they had love for DC. It's like anything else, Gilbert. It's like the girl that you really thought that loved you, and then she wound up clapping your best friend. Okay, she was over there laid up with Jody, and you mad because she laid up with Jody and she had Jody's baby. Okay, she thought she loved you, and guess what? You hate her more than anybody. That's why, bro. That's why. You don't have that kind of hate without that kind of love. Armando Pepless, Devonte needs to stop hating. Nah, he don't got to stop hating, dog. Nah, man, a hater doesn't have to stop hating, man. What you need to do is stop messing up. Stop putting yourself in the position to be hated, okay? Stop putting yourself in a position to be hated. He going to continue to hate on you, man. That's what until you do something, until you prove that hating on you doesn't work. Right now it works. Everybody believes him. Nobody believes you at all, bro. Nobody believes your story. Nobody believes that it was him. They believe it's you, okay? Because there's too many other players that's saying the same shit, all right? You got to do something. Best way to do it is to win. We win with Gino Smith, then there's nothing really to say at that point because we traded you for Gino. We got rid of you. We got Gino. We're winning. Now we go 4-13 again. We're going to look the same. All right, what's good? XG in the building. What's happening? Said the whole reason Devonte was disgruntled was because DC4 was sabotaged. Yeah, MAXX CROSBY said it, but I said it 2 years ago. Oh, come on, Shaq, man. Davante Adams really wanted to be a Raider. Nah, dog. He came to the Raiders because he wanted to play with his boy. Same reason why he left and played with his boy in New York. All right? Only reason why he's not playing with A-Rod now is because A-Rod's like, hey, man, I can't guarantee you a job, man. You got to go out and find your own job. Like, you can't keep living with me, bro. Yo, man, I'll just move in with Derek. Oh, man, I'll just move in with Aaron. Dude, you got to go get your own apartment, dog. Like, you can't keep living with me, man. Like, you got to go out in the world and get your own shit. Now he's in L.A. Let's see how he does. I don't think right now that he's the number one option there. I think Puka Nacua and them, I think they got something to say. I put Puka Nacua got something to say about that shit. Okay? We're going to see. If Devonte don't get 1,000 yards this season, I don't want to hear nothing. Yeah, I don't want to hear shit. I'll tell you right now, Puka Nacua is a monster. I don't know if Devonte Adams is as good as Puka Nacua right now. We'll see. Okay? We will see. All right? He don't have no excuse. He don't got no excuse, bro. It's wide open. Okay? Just aside, not Pete and Spy Tech have it fix everything. Oh, yeah, that's what it is. Okay, just DC4 would never want to set out 9 years. Hey, man, but like I said before, when people are fed up, they want everything just to collapse so they have an excuse. Okay, but I never made an excuse. I told you what it was. It was the coaches. The coaches messed this shit up. Okay, bringing in the wrong people will mess your shit up. Sink your battleship. All right, straight up. Okay, Dr. Field, I hope the Raiders sign Derek Carr for one day. We can try a Raider. He already retired, man. It's too late. He already retired, bro. Okay. It's funny how the condo says about DC4 and the casual thought he was a problem. Nah, man, but you know what they're going to do? They're going to still blame him. They're never going to come in and say the right shit. They're going to always stick to their guns, man, because nobody holds them accountable. That's what happens when you hang around with losers. Nobody can tell you you should be winning when everybody you hang around with is a buster. When everybody you hang around is a buster, a sucker, a sap, okay, a malcontent, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's in the same boat, bro. Okay? When you're behind that wall, everybody's criminal. Everybody has been prosecuted. There's some innocent people in there, but everybody's been prosecuted. You can't say, hey man, you're just a criminal. You're a jailbird when you're a jailbird. So like I said, they don't got nobody to lift them up. And they come over here, they don't like us over here, bro. Because we ain't with them. We don't roll with them. Straight up. All right, man. Okay, we got you in the building. Say, yeah, Devonte should really be talking back now. Yeah, you know talking no. He talking about you. You don't get to tell somebody what to do. Okay, he's talking about your squad and your team. That's what he's talking about because he's pissed off. All right, he mad at you. Yeah, okay, straight up. Jimmy G was a dumpster juice holding clipboard. How much is he mad at Jimmy G when he went right to the team that Jimmy G is on? Are you guys even thinking? Are you even thinking? Who's the backup quarterback to Matthew Stafford? I'll wait. I didn't have to wait long. Porn star Jimmy is the backup. He's on the team with porn star Jimmy. So how much is he really not? He's only an injury away from catching a ball from somebody who he swear was going to make him. That's cap. See, you got to pay attention to the fine print. Jimmy Garoppolo's on the Rams. Jimmy Garoppolo's the second string. Matthew Stafford get hurt. Who's he going to be catching passes from? The same dude he was complaining about. He's full of shit. He's full of shit, bro. All right, run on the A8. What's going on? Okay. All right, man. Chuck D says sometimes the best thing for yourself is to part ways with the homies. I did that, man, when I was in my early 20s, bro. I did that shit when I was in my early 20s. I was under the impression that we were going to be 90 years old, still hanging out. Nah, dog. Nah, man, circumstances change. As those birthdays hit and those accomplishments hit, that's when people start changing, bro. You be very fortunate if you had somebody that no matter how great you did in your life, you married right, the bag was right, your job was right, your car was right, your crib was right, everything was right, and they still with you, that's somebody who loved you, dog, for you. Anybody who's mad because you came up, that ain't your homie. You got to get away from them. They'll sabotage your shit. They will destroy everything, bro. They'll plant some shit in your shit. Plant game. Doubt in your girl's head. Oh, well, you know, I don't know where we was at. What do you mean you don't know where I was at? I was with you at your house. Well, I can't confirm that. You know, all that type of shit hate. Oh, you think he all that because he got that job, he got that car, he got this, he got that. Got to get away from them kind of people, bro. Trust me. There's always somebody that's in your circle that you need to get rid of, dog. It could be a family member. It could be your person you laid up with. Somebody got to go, dog. Somebody got to go. All right, straight up. Okay. All right, man. Yeah, we shouldn't have got rid of him. Violator in the building. Hey, man, Raider Violator in the building, man. Put your shields together for the Hall of Famer. When I come on here, bro, and I start spitting that Raider lava and that Raider rhetoric, Violator show. Have you noticed that? Have you noticed that, dog? When I'm on here spitting that hot-ass Raider lava, the greatest Raider fan of all time shows up. I mean, I wonder why. I wonder why. What's up, big bro? I'm over here doing the Shields work as always, bro. Like I always try to tell you, dog, it's an honor and a privilege, man, to have you here, man. Okay? But it just validates what we do over here. Don't matter how many views and how many subscribers, man. Ain't nobody got the Hall of Famer just popping his head in saying, what's up, man? It ain't happening. It ain't happening, dog. Okay. Good afternoon, Shaq and Unfiltered Nation. Hope you dads had a happy Father's Day. Hey, Violator, I hope you had a great, I already know you did. I already know. Okay. I already know you had a great Father's Day, man. I know you did, man, because that's what you do. And matter of fact, a Violator, you are father to a lot of these bum-ass Raider fans, too. Understand that. You they pappy, too. Okay? You may not have made them, but they your kids, too. Okay? They your kids, too, dog. All right? Straight up. All right. What's going on, Darren? The Moral 16. I still don't blame D. Adams for leaving the Raiders. Oh, I don't blame him for leaving and the situation he was put in due to incompetence in the head of office. So that's what it is. I agree. I don't have a problem with it, man, but why are you still barking about it, bro? Like, you if you're really satisfied, if you really should have left, if you really should have left Betty, if Betty wasn't good for you, you need to keep Betty name out your mouth, bro. You moved on, right? Okay, you got with Rachel, right? The only problem is Rachel don't look as good as Betty. But hey, that's what you did. You need to go ahead and put your energy in Rachel, okay? But you over here talking about your ex. That means you're not happy with your current. I mean, you don't talk about your ex when your current is beating your ex, bro. I'm just trying to help you niggas out. Like, when you have moved on, you don't talk about the old job when the new job is paying more and you got a damn corner office, okay? You don't talk about that when you pull up at the job and the sign says, my parking spot. You only bitch and complain when the shit you're in is more wrecked up than the spot you was in before. And he seems like he's still talking. It's so beautiful with the Jets. It was so beautiful there. And now it's even more beautiful with the Rams. Then why are you talking about us? Because you wanted it to work out. That's why. Violator said keep your circle small. Keep that shit to a damn microscopic level, bro. Keep that shit at microscopic level, man. Always keep your circle small, man, and always pay attention to everyone in your circle. Anybody that's orbiting around, you keep that shit gangster. All right? Smoking Pots. What's up, Pots? Max seemed like one of the few foundation names on the roster. I say whatever he says goes. He earned that. That's a man that never took a playoff in his life. That's a man that played with bum wheels, bro. This dude, knee, shin, shoulder, ankle. Man, when somebody gives it up like that, bro, they can say whatever they want to say, dog. That dude has never dogged it on one play. You've never seen him take a play off ever. Okay? Yeah. So we got a real one, but there's some more real ones that are being built right now. We got some real ones that are being built. Okay? Load up Brock Bowers. Brock Bowers is a real one. He's building up. He ain't to max level, but he's building up. Okay? Genty building up. Okay? Jacoby Meyer building up. All right, and we got some other dudes that we don't even know what they're gonna do yet. All right, but we got some monsters. We'll see what Gino do. Okay, we're gonna find out. All right, man. Violator, man. Real talk, Shaq. Crawdads in a bucket. I mean, yeah. And you know what a bucket rhymes with Violator. I know you won't say it, but I say it. F it. Okay, bucket and it. Okay, it all rhymes. All right, for a reason. All right. So yeah, you got to pay attention to all of that, man. And unfortunately, when you bring in the enemy, it's one thing to get attacked by the enemy because the enemy's going to attack you, bro. If you're doing enough, the enemy's going to attack you. But if you bring the enemy in your house and you give them room and board and you say, hey, man, go ahead and sleep in my bed. I'll sleep on the couch. Now, you a fool for that, bro. Won't be long before they'll be getting you out. Okay? Yeah, man. Violator in the building, man. Everybody put them ones up for Violator. Okay? Straight up, man. Salute to everybody in this chat. Face. All right? Face it. Face it, bro. He's here for a reason. I feel you. Stop talking about us and move on. Looks like he never wanted to leave us. He didn't, but he had no choice. I mean, when you got people, I mean, he went from Josh McDaniels to ask Tom Telesco, bro. I mean, it just got to the point where it's like, I get it, man, but you need to stop talking about us, man. You're where you need to be. You said it was like fighting, going to a gunfight with a knife. Okay, and you pulled the rifle out, and the rifle didn't fire. You said, hey, man, it is what it is. Nah, but you ain't understanding people are shooting at you. So guess what? You got a hot one in you. I mean, come on, man. You got to finish the whole story, bro. Okay? You got to finish the whole tale. Don't make it sound good when it ain't good. What's going on, cuzzo? Happy Father's Day, man. Tell my little cousin, man, happy that his father's handling his business. Mike Hurd in the building. Julius Hill. What's going on? I see the ones on here. Okay? What else did the Condor talk about, man? Go to Johnny Manziel's his podcast. He talked about a lot of stuff. You know, he's going to talk Raiders. He's going to talk about what's going on with the team now. Talking about Pete, all that. Okay, I'm just here to report the one part I wanted to report. All right, and that's what it is, man. That's what it is. Okay, so 2 years ago, damn near 3 years ago, when I told you, man, getting rid of Derek Carr was the beginning of the end, and y'all didn't agree. I think the Condor just told you better than I could, because he's telling you and now you believe it. 2 years later, 2.5 years later, damn near 3. Okay, that's what it is. All right, but hey, man, at the end of the day, man, everybody move on. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how the Rams do. Let's see. You know, it ain't even really about the Rams. I'm going to be looking to see what Devonte does. I'm here in L.A., you know, so it's not going to be hard for me to find out what they're doing. All right. I wish we were playing them this year. I wish we were playing the Rams this year so I can actually, you know, be there to see it, see how it all breaks down. But Devonte don't got no excuse to ball now. I mean, he ain't got no. Cooper Kupp's not on the team. So he's supposed to be Cooper Kupp. We're going to see. But I guarantee you Puka Nacua going to have more catches and yards, and we're going to see how much he likes it when Puka Nacua is getting that rock, okay? And I'm going to see how he acts, because it seems like if he ain't the number one dude, he has a problem. So I don't think he's going to be the number one dude, bro. Unless Nacua gets hurt or unless Stafford is looking for him, I don't think they're going to be calling a lot of plays for him, dog. All right? We definitely going to see. All right? Straight up. Mortal 16 said, you definitely said it 2 years ago. Yeah, man, it always feels good to do what? Put one next to the dub column for Shaq. Right again. Like I said, man, it's always Matthew Shaq Unfiltered and Matthew Shaq Unfiltered and still. That's what it is. And it's always going to be that way, man, no matter how much people like it or don't. There's nothing they can do. All right? Understand, we're going to get it right on this side. Ain't that right? Just a sock. Okay, straight up. Okay. Yeah, cuzzo, man. We don't know what 47 gonna do. You're hearing all kinds of rumors. It's always a rumor until it happens. I wouldn't believe nothing until it happens if I was you, bro. All right. Okay. I think Devonte just wants to win the Lombardi. I mean, that's no different than all the other players in the league. There's not one player in the National Football League that wants to not win a Lombardi. Everybody that's playing the game wants to win a trophy. Every coach wants to win one. Every assistant wants to win one. Every trainer wants to win one. Okay, even the damn cheerleaders on the damn team want to win one, dog. Who doesn't want to win the most prestigious award in their field? If you're an actor, you want to win an Oscar. Okay, if you're in the NBA, you want to win a Larry O'Brien. Okay, if you're in hockey, you want to win a Stanley Cup. I mean, everybody wants to win when in the field they're in, bro. Everybody does. So him wanting to win a Lombardi makes him no better than any other player. The key is, what are you going to do to get you one? Okay, we're gonna see. We definitely gonna watch. All right, straight up. All right, man, let me get up and go ahead and get up out of here, man. Make sure y'all go to MatthewShackUnfiltered.com, man. Revisit the merch, you guys. Revisit it. Because some of these things, man, like I said, this shirt ain't never gonna go bad, man. I wear this shirt, man. People are laughing. I'm walking around the mall. People are like, I'm telling you, dog, there's a whole lot of closet Raider fans, man. They don't want to come out and play right now because we're not winning. But they'll be coming out to play. Let us get that playoff victory and get back into contention. They'll be popping their heads out there. Go back in the back of the closet and pull them jerseys and shit out, dog. But some of us, we wear the shield because we are the shield, baby. Okay? Straight up. All right, man. Love all y'all, man. Let me go back in the house, man. Get me a tasty beverage and take the AC, because today is the day to be outside here in L.A. Matthew Shack Unfiltered.